They say love conquers all, but sometimes love has to fight its way through judgment, arrogance, and the sneers of those who believe they know better. When I married Adam, I knew he was the kindest, most hardworking man I had ever met. But my parents, they saw something different. They saw a man whose career wasn't impressive enough. They laughed at his job, they scoffed at his dreams, and they made sure everyone knew it. But one day, everything changed. And it wasn't Adam who had to prove himself. It was his mother. The words she spoke that day silenced every laugh, turned every scoff into stunned silence, and left my parents looking like fools. Before I tell you how it all unfolded, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible stories like this. Now let's dive into what really happened. The first judgments. When I introduced Adam to my family, I was excited. I thought they would see what I saw, a man with a heart of gold. But instead, they fixated on his job. Adam worked as a janitor at a local high school. A janitor? My mother nearly dropped her teacup. That's noble. But the way she said it, you could hear the underlying disappointment. My father just shook his head, a smirk playing on his lips. My parents had always been obsessed with status. My father was a doctor, my mother an attorney. They believed success meant suits, ties, and six-figure salaries. So to them, Adam was a failure. And they let me know it at every opportunity. At dinners, they would make sly comments about ambition. My father would ask Adam, "So what's the next step? Managing the janitors?" And then laugh. My mother would pretend to be polite, but would say things like, "It's wonderful that you find joy in such simple work." It infuriated me, but Adam just smiled. He never let their words break him. The wedding showdown. As we planned our wedding, the tension grew. My parents were paying for most of it, which meant they felt entitled to control everything. And of course, they used it as an opportunity to belittle Adam. During one dinner, my father leaned back in his chair, sipping his wine, and casually asked, "So Adam, are you comfortable with her being the primary breadwinner?" Must be tough on the male ego. I clenched my fists, but before I could say anything, Adam simply shrugged. "I'm comfortable providing in ways that money can't." My mother chuckled under her breath. My father smirked. "Well, let's just hope our daughter doesn't end up paying for everything." Their words stung, but Adam squeezed my hand under the table. He wasn't ashamed of who he was, even if they tried to make him feel like he should be. The unexpected speech. The wedding day arrived. My parents were civil but distant. I saw them exchange whispers with guests, most likely commenting on how their daughter was marrying below her station. I swallowed my anger, refusing to let them ruin my day. And then came the speeches. My father went first, giving a polished speech about love, responsibility, and choosing the right partner. His words were laced with subtle jabs at Adam, though he kept it masked with charm. The guests clapped politely. Then Adam's mother stood up. She was a quiet woman, always composed, but when she spoke, the room fell silent. "I want to tell you a story about my son," she began, "because I think some people here today have forgotten what true success looks like." A hush spread across the hall. My parents straightened in their seats, a hint of nervousness flickering in their eyes. She continued, "Adam grew up watching his father work 12-hour shifts at a factory to keep food on our table. When his father passed away, Adam was just 16. And you know what he did? He took a night job cleaning office buildings so that I wouldn't have to struggle alone." I saw my father shift uncomfortably. My mother's smile faltered.